Right. Now then. You might be seeing, we might be selecting the Master Ball. It's a possibility at this point, and I will tell you for why. Because we are doing the off-screen training we said we would do, very intensive training, getting lots of things trained up, and we're just coming to the end of the training when we came across a shiny Graveler! Now I know it's not in the rules of the Nuzlocke to catch another Graveler because we had Sookie who sadly died. It was so sad, but it's a shiny. Surely regular rules do not apply. I mean, I'm not one to get obsessed with shinies like certain people on our Pokemon are. Oh my god, I can't stand that place anymore. But you know, it's our Nuzlocke, and just through sheer training, no cheat codes, no nothing, we've come across a shiny Graveler, and it seems so appropriate because we lost Sookie, and now he's like the ghost of Sookie, all shiny and shit, willing as well. Nigel, what do you think we should do? Well, ordinarily, of course, I'd say we should try and just catch this thing with a Great Ball. I think regular rules don't apply. Whether or not we use this Graveler is up for debate. I think it's a good memorial for sort of Sookie to catch her ghost. But the problem with using Great Balls is that the ghost of Sookie, as nice as she undoubtedly is, may just use self-destruct, because that is something these Gravelers tend to have, and that would kill our spirits. So the Master Ball is an option. Oh, I don't know though, we only have one. Well, the thing is, Sanjit, we're going to use that Master Ball on a legendary dog, right? We're going to use it on Suicune, Raikou, or Entei. And the thing about those three is, if you get one of them, you want the other two, and you can't use Master Balls for the other two if you've caught one of them. So we're going to need to, like, train a Mean Looker to, like, trap them, aren't we? We're going to have to get something fast that can use Spiderweb or Mean Look and trap them. So, you know, if we have to do that for two of them, then is it so difficult to get it to do all three? I say no, so why don't we just use the Master Ball now and be done with it and say, hey, let's catch the ghost of Sookie. You know what, that is a persuasive argument. I mean, if we're going to have to get something that can trap two of the dogs, then it makes sense to use it for all three. So I'm going to do it. I'm using the Master Ball. This is what we're doing. Here we go. Sookie's ghost is going to come to us. Here we go. Master Ball used on a Graveler, everybody! Oh, the sparkly green ball. Oh, twitchy, 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 and captured. Sookie's ghost. We got it. We got it, everybody. It's even a female, so it definitely is Sookie's ghost. Give a nickname to Sookie's ghost? Yeah, sure. I'll call it Sookie's ghost. We're not going to have room for that. Well, we'll improvise. Okay, so Sookie. You know, we might have room for Sookie Ghost. It'll work. Okay, where the hell is the K? Like, there it is. Jeez, just because I don't know the letters of the alphabet. Oh my god. Oh no, we need another E. Then we won't have room for Ghost. Well, we'll just have to abbreviate the name to Sookie. And, you know, so she's lost an E when she died. That's what happens. So, there we go. Sookie Ghost. Sookie Ghost. Yep, brilliant name. Sookie Ghost was sent to Bill's PC. Not sure if we're going to use Sookie Ghost for much. We might use, you know. Oh, by the way, because I was doing training for some low-level, like, Pokemon, I might have given my phone number to lots of people, including Arnie Bugcatcher. So it's not just Gina we've got to worry about anymore. I might delete all these guys. He's told me there were loads of Yanma recently, but we can't really catch any, you know. I mean, we can make exceptions for shinies, but not for Yanma. You managed to beat a tough Drowsy. Oh, well done, Arnie. So delete you from the phone book. But first, see, I wanted to bring you in after I finished the training, and unfortunately I haven't really finished it. So as you can see, we're south of Blackthorn. I probably should have said that. You know, it's a bit much for you to expect to know that from a Graveler, but, you know, I would have done if I were you, so maybe it's not. So anyway, we're doing some training. We're trying to get everyone up to level 40, and we're almost there with all but two of the guys, I think, although we've run out of PP with Kingler. So we're just going with Womashton, just trying to get up using the low kicks. Although we might just leave the pair of them at 39 because meh. What's the difference between 39 and 40, really? So we're just beating Graveler, and that's when we found our shiny. So down we go, past all these. We've beaten all the trainers now down here. Oh, Skarmory, hi. You're cool, but we can't catch you. I've seen a lot of Skarmory, so I don't know why I was surprised, but there you go. Fun Skarmory story. Oh, Skarmory story, like that. When I was young, my like 9 or 10, my best friend was American. He came over from Maryland, and oh my God, I thought I'd beaten everybody, but I just came down here like absent-mindedly, and so this guy's gonna try and show me the power of mountain Pokemon. Anyway, my best friend was American, came from Maryland, lived in England for a fair few years, don't know how many. And the last time I saw him, because he moved back to America, was because he moved back to America, and the last time I saw him, we played some Pokemon Silver, and he had Pokemon Gold, I think, because I remember he couldn't get a Skarmory, and we were just messing around on my Game Boy, and I came across a Skarmory, and I had no idea Skarmory was a thing, so I was on this route, and I was like, wow, this Skarmory looks freaking cool. And I caught it, and he was like, wow, that Skarmory does look freaking cool. Like, I wish I could catch one on Gold. But, he couldn't. So then, like, I searched for ages, and we found another Skarmory, and then I traded him that one. So he had sort of twin Skarmory. So the last thing I did with my best friend before he went back to America, and we lost touch because we're kids, you know, pen pals never work. Why am I using low kick on these things? I should really be saving them if this guy's got high levels. So the last thing we did was have twin Skarmories on our game. So I wonder if that Skarmory is still there now. Probably not, internal batteries and all that. But you know, this nice story, I think. Yeah, that was for you, Nigel. That was really nice. Like, that was a really enjoyable story. It didn't have hookers in it. Didn't have dead prostitutes. It didn't have murder. Didn't have rape in it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It didn't. It was good. It was heartwarming. Well, thank you, Sanjit. I do have a heart beneath this masculine exterior. Anyway, this guy doesn't have any stronger things. He's just a trainer from earlier in the game. If we'd explored Dark Cave, and he's just got loads of level 13 Geodude. So that was very boring, Hiker Bailey. But oh, he was that. I was sure we'd fought him, but I guess we hadn't. I guess we'd just seen him a lot. Oh, I've accidentally come all the way. Well, I may as well go heal up. I'll get my mum to heal. Does your mum heal you? No, she doesn't. There's a machine in Elm's laboratory. God, the mum from Red and Blue is just so much better. This one just takes your money to feed her crack habit. But in Red and Blue, you know, at least you got someone to... She cared about you and healed your Pokemon. Let's get that PP back up. Alright, so, it's going to take us a while to show you all the training we've done, because we've got, you know, we've got a bit of an eclectic party at the moment. I don't know whether we should bother doing some more training. Oh my God, shut up, music. Go back to this, it's calm. I don't know, let's show you what, I don't know what we've got in the party at the moment. We're Ashton 39, Rhodey, our Electrode at level 40. Now, the thing about Rhodey is, he knows no good moves. Like, he knows enough to get by, and like training him. I trained him on that Ecruteak Olivine route with like Taurus and Miltank, and he could use Rollout there. But you know, Swift and Rollout. I mean, I looked. He doesn't really learn an electric move. Does he learn Thunder later? I'm not even sure if he does that. I don't think he does. So I'll have to teach him something. But I think Rhodey. I don't know whether I'm going to use him for the Elite Four. It depends if I can get like an electric move, and I'd have to look that up. So I may have to pause this and look up where I can get moves. Here we got Kim the Dratini. I put a special amount of effort into training Dratini and got her up to level 27. I forget where the evolution to Dragonair is. Is it level 36 or 32 or 30? I don't know. I feel it's pretty late. It could even be 28, but I'm not sure it is. Maybe it is. So yeah, using Dragon Rage a lot now. It took a long time for Dratini to be able to like stay in on anything. Had to keep switching her out. It was really really tricky. But then when Twister and then Dragon Rage came along, she can hold her own a lot better. But you know, she's still a Dratini, so that's probably one for Kanto. As I think I said, Rhodey's probably one for Kanto. But who am I going to use for the Elite Four before Kanto? Camping's at level 40, not much to say there. Big Sis ran out of Surf PP, so had to curtail her training, but she's very close to level 40. How close is she? Oh, very close to level 40. And Burner, the Dodrio. I decided to train this Doduo. You might have... no, I didn't fly with it, did I? So, you might have seen... I might have said in the last part, maybe I won't train this Doduo. I don't think Doduo. But actually, because I needed something for fly, it just so happened to be in the party, and I started using it a lot. And it's just really good. I think Dodrio might be an Elite Four contender. Burner. Of course, we do have another contender, Donphan, Plan P. Let's go to a PC and we can just show you what we've done. I actually wanted to go to Goldenrod. Oh, let's fly there. Why am I walking everywhere? I'll run into another shiny and ruin it. Alright, get me to Goldenrod, please. Sorry this is such like a scattered part, because the only reason is because of that shiny Graveler made me start recording pretty much before I was ready, so... Oh well, you can't complain, we got a shiny Graveler. So let's deposit the things that have made it. Okay, Rhodey, we might want it. Camping, you have made it to level 40, well done. What am I doing? I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Oh, you're just wasting everybody's time is what you're doing. Okay, Burno, oh well, we'll keep him anyway. Okay, let's just show. So we got Sookie Ghost, who is going to be a fun presence to have in the box. Moldine we didn't train, Jackson still languishing, Lincolnus languishing, Davy languished, Davy's the forever languishing, Shucky not going to do anything with, Sherlock, haven't done anything with Lugia, Bush was already at level 41. Didn't do anything with Gyarados. Did a little bit with this Poliwhirl, but I figured we already had enough water type, so I sort of stopped training it at level 30. So it was a Poliwag, it evolved into Poliwhirl, but it might be one for Kanto, but I couldn't be bothered to train it higher than 30. Plan P has made it all the way to level 40. Needs a few better moves at the moment. Needs a ground move, really. Fury Attack, Rollout, and Flail. I need to look up when it gets a ground move as well. So I'll look up Electrode and Donphan. My Swinub, I just could not be bothered to get it past level 25. It was still always so weak, and I trained so many other things that maybe for Kanto, but maybe Swinub might just be forgotten. Vintu, we got to level 41. And that's it, so there you go. So the team's going to stay unchanged, except of course who comes in for Sookie, and that's either going to be Plan P, so we'll withdraw Plan P. So it's either going to be, these are our three options, Plan P, Rhodey, or Burner. We'll save Kim for later, but it's either going to be one of those three is going to take on the Elite Four with us. And I'm going to pause the video now and look up what learns what and make the decision. At the moment, Burner is the front runner, so we will see. And wait, before I do that, let's have a think together. Well, of course, you're not here, but let me verbalize my thinking about who will be useful against which members of the Elite Four. Okay, well, let's start off with Psychic Will. You know, he's got the Zatus and the Slow Bros, or the Slow Kings, probably. I don't know which ones he has, probably Slow King. And he's got... what else does that guy have? Other Psychic Pokemon. Don't think he has an Alakazam. Not sure, though. He could, but I don't think he does. He has two Zatus. Definitely has a Slow Bro / King. And... I can't think of anything... Girafrig, maybe. I don't know. He's not that big of a concern. We have other things. I mean, I think we'll just deal with him with pure power, really. I mean, Rhodey could be useful for Thunderbolting the Xartus, but that's only if we can get the TM for Thunderbolt, which we don't have at the moment. Clampy could potentially roll out them, but, you know, his special defense is special... No, we do have special defense in this game. It isn't great. I think Burner might be the best option there, just for the pure speed and power, just to finish things off if we needed to. So, Burner, I think, for me, there. I mean, Rhodey would be best if he has the move. Is Rhodey's a healer? Is Rhodey genderless? I don't know. But Rhodey would be best if he had the moves, but he might not, and in that case, Burner wins. And then we go on to Koga, who, you know, Burner is the best option here. I mean, Plampy's useful, don't get me wrong, but Burner's flying moves would really come in handy against sort of the bug poison types. I mean, Plampy's Earthquake could come in against the pure poisons though, so it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. That's only if we could get Plampy to learn Earthquake. We'll have to see when that happens. Yeah, I mean, if that's like level 50 something, that's not really feasible, and I don't really feel like wasting my Earthquake TM on something that'll learn it automatically, especially when I might have to give it to Womashton down there. I'm going to have to look up what Womashton learns in the near future. So yeah, Burner's pretty good for Koga. So we move on to Bruno, where of course, you know, Plampy is useful with the defense, but so's Burner with the special flying attacks, you know what I mean, the super effective flying attacks against the fighting types. And against that Machamp that Bruno will have, I think Burner could be very, very useful indeed there. So Burner is still a front runner in my mind. So we get up to Karen. Rhodey would have some use against like Murkrow, but you know, since when is Murkrow going to cause us many problems? And Burner can take on the Vileplume, which would be useful because at the moment Vinda 2 is the only thing that can do that. So having two things that could potentially come in, because Vinda 2 could be exhausted from just general fighting in that battle. So I think Burner could be useful. Burner can also really whack the Gengar hard. However, the thing is that now without Sookie, we do need a ground type to hit. Well, we don't need one, but it might be useful to have a ground type that could hit a ghost type like Gengar, and that would be Plampy with Earthquake, or Magnitude, or whatever ground type we can get Plampy to learn. That would be very useful. So it depends how we want to take on Gengar. But let's say that Burner would do a decent job. They both do different things in that arena, Plampy and Burner. I think Rhodey's sort of moving out of the front runner, but maybe he will come back in against Lance, because there is, of course, a Gyarados. Now, the only thing with an electric move so far is Typhlosion, and I could just imagine us going, right, Typhlosion, use Thunder Punch on Gyarados, and the HP goes down and down and down and down, and Gyarados lives and Hydro Pumps, and we lose Vinda 2. And that would be horrible. I mean, so maybe it would be useful to have another electric type like Rhodey around, but then again, maybe, I mean, Rhodey would be sort of useful getting solid damage on the Dragonites and the Aerodactyls, but, I mean, Burner wouldn't really be much use in that fight. Maybe against the Dragonites for a bit of damage, but not enough. Burner would just die. Plampy could be useful with a Rock Attack or something against them. I don't know. I think Rhodey's probably not the best for the Elite Four. I think we can deal with Gyarados in other ways using our Water type. So I'm going to rule Rhodey out. I'm still going to look at how we can get Thunderbolt for him, because I'll definitely use him in Kanto. So I think it's between Plampy and Burner, and it depends on when Plampy learns moves. So I'm going to go check that now. I'm sorry to have talked for what I think is 17 minutes. I can't quite see the clock. I can now. There it is. Wow, 18 minutes. So I'm going to pause, and then I'll be back for the final roundup. This has been the worst part of Pokemon Silver ever. I've done nothing apart from catch a shiny Graveler and just talk. I hope you don't mind. I'll put an annotation at the start of this one that says we just talk after this. So, see you after I've checked stuff out. Bye. Okay, everybody, I've just done some interneting, some checking. Rhodey can't really learn Thunderbolt without access to red, blue, yellow, I think, or breeding maybe, so rather sucks to be him. We'd have to stick with Thunder, which we can get from the game corner, which I'm not going to do now, so sorry, Rhodey. And Plampy, disappointment. Why did it do this when I resume a thing? Anyway, Plampy learns Earthquake at level 49. Now I've just checked the levels of Lance's Pokemon, because I don't want to be outmatched. And I was going to train my Pokemon to level 45 before I take on the Elite Four. I still think that might be a good idea. So, Plampy is going to not be part of the Elite Four plans, because Earthquake is just so far away. And if I'm only trained to 45, I'm not going to go all the way to 49. So, Burner! Welcome to the squad, Burner! Burner will be taking on the Elite Four with us. So, there you go. So, yeah, I've said so a lot. Hope you don't mind. So, I've said it again! Oh, stop it, Nigel. Okay, I think we've got to say goodbye, because this part has been us talking. Like, there's been no action at all apart from the Graveler. Like, sorry about that, everybody. But in the next part, there will be action, action, action! and lots of talking. See you then. Goodbye.